Hey guys, welcome to Can We Just Talk with Tammy and Pauline.
Hello everyone. Today we are very excited because we have a very special guest joining us.
Yeah.
His name is Khai. Khai, do you want to quickly introduce yourself?
Should we do
Hello.
drum roll?
Khai here. A drum roll.
Drum roll, please.
I'll do my own drum roll because I'm
Okay.
shameless. Alright, thank you so much for having me here tonight. My name is Khai. I am from Singapore and I'm super excited to be here because today is a special episode. Tammy, what are we talking about today?
Yes. Today, the reason why we have Khai on the show is because it's Valentine's Day special. So we want to talk about love. Do you believe in love at first sight?
First sight.
So we thought it would be great to have a male perspective.
Yeah, they needed
That's
some
why-
testosterone on the show and some other people couldn't make it, so I came.
Yeah, originally my plan was to grill Pauline's boyfriend, but unfortunately, Pauline's boyfriend couldn't make it tonight.
Don't worry guys, I will represent you well tonight.
That is why, because we don't want to come off as biased. We have
Both
to
of
get
us are women.
Balanced view, right? And,
Yeah.
and just to kick things off, I actually did some reading prior
Wow.
to this podcast. Yeah, I did a little
Wow.
bit of reading.
There's more research than
Tammy, I feel like he is more than ready.
Yeah,
Yeah.
definitely.
Yeah.
I'm super excited. But it's surprising because I read a study from Elite Singles that was there's a dating site and it was
Okay.
done back in 2017. You would think that women would be more inclined to believe that love at first sight exists, and the study shows that younger women do.
Yeah, I
Especially
think so.
Yeah, in the millennial age group, they definitely are more inclined to believe at love in first sight as per compared to their male counterparts.
Yeah.
But as women grow older, the generation after us, after the millennials, so the ones before us, which is like the Gen Ys, the 40-year-olds, that age group, there's a drastic drop off in the percentage of women who believe in love at first sight as per compared to their male counterparts. And that's super interesting because it shows that women get older, perhaps they get more cynical.
Yeah. Oh, that is so true. I was about to say, it's maybe so many heartbreaks that screw this. No such thing as love at first sight.
I think
And-
love at
yeah.
first sight is for young people. Because for me, when I was young, I really do based on looks.
Pauline, you are still young. You see, every time she says she's old, it's like an insult all over.
Compared to her, we are fairly ancient. So yeah, Pauline, you can't say that you're old, you're gonna hurt.
Really?
So-
Okay.
Pauline is like
Let-
what?
Okay, let me represent the young people now.
I feel like girls between 18 or maybe 16 to 25 at least still believe in at
Love
first sight.
at first sight.
When I was that age, I believed that I would meet the right man the
But the
first
thing
time I
is
meet
now,
the
maybe
right
because I don't believe in love at first sight because I have a boyfriend.
Okay, so interesting that you brought that up. When you met your boyfriend, was it love at first sight, or did you? Is it
No.
something that grew over time.
No, he went to me like 2 times and then I sorry, I don't like you.
Tammy, what about yourself? I guess you mentioned earlier that when you were younger, you did believe in love at
Love
first
at
sight.
first sight.
Because when I was younger, the only person that I saw is in a relationship with a cousin. She dated this guy for like 10 years. So I always believed, relationship really lasts forever. And
Right.
that kind of thinking. Until 10 years later, they're about to get married. This guy suddenly cheated on her.
Oh man.
Yeah, it's crazy. And at that time, I think that was the first time my bubble burst. But Kai, you mentioned too, guys, they believe in love at first sight more, right? The 30 years old
Yeah.
range.
Really?
Yes. The ratio is like 61% women and 72% men.
I feel this is real because a lot of guys, my guy friends who told me that the person they marry right now or are married to right now
Yeah.
is love at first sight.
So I mean, to kind of inject my own personal thoughts, when I was younger, I had crushes on girls, of course, but I never really thought of it as love, right? Because
Yes.
I always felt I needed to be kind of stimulated mentally,
Oh.
yeah, and to kind of develop that bond. And it's always been through a lot of conversations, spending a lot of time talking to each other, and I guess that brings me to my love language, right? I'm spent together and I developed this bond. So as I grew older, I realized that this love at first sight that is basically an instant electric connection that you feel when you meet someone that is either physically attractive to you or they've just maybe just got this
Your
X
type.
factor.
right?
that just draws them to you. Another thing I read was that some people do get attracted to people who look similar to them, and that's why sometimes you see couples who look alike to each other. Because scientifically it says that if someone looks like you, you'll feel that they're trustworthy. If you think about it a little bit narcissistic.
That's what I wanted to say. You must really love yourself to fall for someone who looks a bit like you. But let's say Paulo do look a bit like Pauline.
A lot of people, sometimes they mistakenly thought that you are siblings.
I'm pretty sure I'm not attracted to people like me. I'm pretty sure. What about you, Khai?
I do agree that this instant attraction that you feel is not, it doesn't mean that your love is not real, because I feel like it's a starting point, and what makes it real is basically it's really because they put in the effort to grow that initial attraction, right? So like this love at first sight that people talk about, and this is just my personal opinion, it might not actually be love, it might just be attraction, but it could be the start of something real. And I will not begrudge the romanticists out there who believe in love at first sight.
I've heard stories, David Beckham, but it doesn't help that eventually he cheated on Victoria. But anyway, when he saw Victoria on screen, he said, "That's the woman I'm gonna marry." And I've heard a lot of similar stories like that, which kind of makes me wonder if it's a scientific thing or it's kind of a fate thing. Something you feel inside. Yeah, obviously you need to put in effort.
Yeah.
But is there something more? I don't know, maybe God put this feeling in you that my closest encounter with love at first sight, I think it's my house. It's kind of like I passed by that house one day that I feel like, I have to get a unit here. And that no matter how hard it is, you will be able to get the house here.
Yeah.
So obviously I have to put in the effort. But I know that no matter how hard it is, there's a voice inside that says, it is mine.
Yeah.
So I'm just very curious, is it a scientific thing, or is like, we have to listen deep down and then find that person? I don't know.
You bring up a super interesting point. I feel like this is more a question of motivation and personality. So when you bring up David Beckham, right, we're talking about like an elite athlete who is a go-getter basically, and that's how he's gotten to where he is today, right? Like by being a go-getter. And I know you, Tammy, like just for the listeners out there who don't know Tammy and I and Pauline, we've all met in a work environment. And Tammy is a super go-getter, and if she wants something, she's gonna make it happen. So yeah, I feel like depends on what. Every time you've wanted something to happen, but you make sure it happens. Yeah.
Especially when it comes to food, 100%. Like if I want potato chips, you bet I'm gonna go and drive out and get the potato chips.
That's why every time we eat, she's a food getter.
Yeah. So this question I want to ask both of you. Do you believe guys should make the first move or girls should?
I'm gonna go first because this is a guy question. I am a very traditional, and I will say that I've experienced both, and I did not like being pursued first. I get scared off. I do prefer to do the chasing, because here's the thing, like with guys, time, money, effort, all that resource that we put in makes us way more invested in the relationship and makes us want it more. So and that's why your parents always tell you, like, women, like, don't give it up on the first date or till marriage, and it's all advice that falls along the same line. Let the guy work for it, and the more he's gonna work for it, I mean, not to unreasonable amounts, don't mistreat the poor guy, but yeah, I mean, it's gonna do wonders for you. This is my personal opinion. Again, there may be guys out there who prefer to chase. I feel very, very strongly about guys making the first move. Ladies, give him hints,
What about
okay,
you,
here comes the debate. Here comes the debate. Khai, listen. I really don't believe that guys should make the first move. You know why? Because for me, what if the guy don't have the courage? What if the guy, his personality is very shy, he don't know how to express his feeling?
Maybe like give him a signal.
Yes, that's what I meant, Tammy. Just give a signal. Because what if the guy is really scared and intimidated by you? For example, Tammy, the guy is intimidated because he feels like he don't have any chance with you. For me,
but I guess you can give the signal, but does he act on the signal? But he has to act on the signal. I feel that if you already give the signal, he also don't act on it. Honestly, it's already a turn off for me. Because like, dude,
what if you really like the guy? I mean,
I don't think I would like a guy who, if he doesn't even have it. I mean, that's why I asked the question. But I guess there are always like two.
And Pauline, now that you've brought it up, I really see where you're coming from, because this looks like a question of personality. What if the guy is a bit too meek to kind of make the first move? Then what do you do? And Tammy, you bring up very valid points as well when you say that it's a bit of a turn off for you, right? I am on on, I guess, your side of the fence, Tammy, but I can see how it could work for other guys who are a little bit more shy, a bit more meek. And Pauline here is obviously, she's made the first move. It's worked for her. And I would say that then in that case, it works in some cases.
So my best friend also told me that if the guy really likes you, he will find the courage.
Yeah.
Again, this is her advice. Nothing like 100% correct. I feel like maybe guys are waiting for me. You know what I mean? Pauline's the next generation, and she said that she would make the first. Then I'm like, I cannot. I also
because it
cannot
doesn't
bring
matter.
myself to.
Okay.
Gentlemen, please appreciate it when girls make the first move. A lot of it has to do with a fear of failure. What if you get turned down? But hey, let's be honest. Even if girls, can I get your opinion on this? If you didn't like a guy and he said hey, I'm quite interested in you, would you not at the very least be flattered and also respect him for having the courage?
100%. There was once a Grab driver who texted me after. I feel so bad, but I really respect his courage. Rejection is part of life. I get rejected.
Yeah, I actually just want to say that to all the gentlemen out there, I get it. It's scary to ask a girl out, but just be relaxed. Don't try too hard, but it's just okay to be honest and have sincere conversation about this, because we're all adults. Feelings happen. You can be mature to just tell the girl that, hey, I like you. And I just want to add that most recently, one of my friends, never been attached, super shy. I most recently managed to give him some advice on basically relationship. Not that I'm an expert, but
Yeah, I want to say Khai is like relationship expert now.
he just got attached recently. Very quickly after we had that conversation, I helped him revamp his dating profile on all his dating apps.
Dating site.
The next day he got a match. They went on a date. The following week he said I don't know whether it's a bit too fast, but I want to have this conversation with her. How do I approach it? And I thought that was a fantastic first step for him, because he's now trying to build that courage to basically have a sincere, honest conversation. And my advice was very simple. Don't try too hard. Be relaxed and just be sincere about how you feel. At the very least, she will respect you for having the confidence and the courage to talk to her about it. And you know what? She accepted his feelings and I'm starting to go out now. I'm super proud of him. I can't be more proud of him. That's my advice to all the guys out there.
Wow.
Valentine's Day is coming soon.
Yeah, take the chance. I think Khai needs to do his own podcast and then just say love advices to everyone.
Tinder is also like a love at first sight kind of
Yeah,
thing.
I mean,
Tinder.
site is SIT, like website.
When I was revamping his profile, so the first thing that I saw was basically his profile was like a wall of text.
Wall of what? Text?
Like a wall of text, like himself, horoscope, who he is, what he is, what he likes. So I basically said, nobody comes on Tinder to look at a wall of text. And what I did was change it to a one-line joke. Not a pickup line, but like a lame joke. What I wrote was, have you heard about the guy who got his fruit basket stolen? He was left speechless. And that was it.
Not speechless.
Back when I was on Tinder, I just had one line basically, and this is the same line that I still have on my Instagram bio, which is, if you're looking for the man of your dreams, go back to sleep. And it worked wondrously for me. I got so many matches. I'm not saying I'm like a super good looking guy, but I think women appreciate a bit of humor.
Yeah, I agree with that.
Yeah.
Nobody likes someone who takes themselves too serious, so
Yeah.
keep it casual, keep it chill. I know we're kind of digressing a little bit here from the
Oh,
main
it's okay
topic.
when we talk about everything here. Yeah, I
That's
make fun of
basically
Khai a
it.
bit. Khai, if you have a crush,
I-
are you still like them relax and provide comfort? It's gonna be difficult, right? You have butterflies in your stomach. I mean,
I do.
I assume that's the part where the guys are gonna be like, you are not the one in love with that chick, yo.
Yeah.
Obviously, you can give me very sound advice now. Last time I had this dinner, so happy with this guy. I like his family invited me for dinner. My hand was like shaking the whole time. And like normally I am so relaxed. But that time it's like all my sense of humor was
Goes
not
away.
present. Yeah, I couldn't even hold a chopstick. I swear, I couldn't even hold my chopstick. So
it's really funny that Tammy brought that up, because I'm not infallible myself. There's this one episode where we were working. Tammy was basically teasing me, a really cute girl.
From Malaysia, ting-a-ding-a-ding-a-ding.
Yeah.
Khai, now all your advice earlier rendered not usable already.
Hey,
but
no,
Anyway,
No,
tell
it's
us about
still,
this girl.
yeah, I was doing fairly well
Sorry.
until Tammy said
You have a number. What did you do? Go get her.
um
I thought you have to have courage.
Yeah. Now
Yeah,
you
what?
cannot do. Oh my gosh.
We just
Kai.
exposed Khai. We exposed
Yeah.
Khai already.
we are here to be very honest. I am putting myself on the line here. Now I am going to basically walk the talk. Yeah, let me lose a couple.
You can lose it with her. She trains a lot, as you already know. I can't wait for that.
Mm.
And if you and her succeed, then I have one success story.
Okay.
So you're banking on me then? That's a lot of pressure, Tammy.
If you can make it, Tammy got 0% of successful rate.
Yeah.
And I seldom, like, I don't even do research. Once I tried to hook a friend up with a guy who I didn't know was
Oh
that guy
man.
but I feel like it's the guy's fault because he doesn't wear a ring and he presents himself like he's single. Yeah,
The
it's very
impression
complicated.
that you
The
got from him
impression.
was that
Yeah.
okay, yeah, I know guys like that. Bad guys don't do that. If you're married, please step out the game so guys like
Yeah.
me have a chance. Yeah.
So Pauline, have you ever had any? But you are so young. It's like, why are we the one with the problem? And
Why?
like very matured in your relationship. Khai doesn't have the problem. I
What?
wouldn't say I have a problem, but do you have a crush? How did you handle?
I still see a person that is handsome like that, but I don't have any interest right now because I have a boyfriend. But one time I had this one crush, Tammy, and then my friend introduced me to this guy, and then I realized that this guy and then I dumped him. I don't know why. I think maybe there's no more
Chase.
feel. Yeah, honestly,
Yeah.
that's what I felt because it's too much like I was just introduced to you and then you like me. That's not
Yeah, it's thing with men also, right? You all like the chase.
Yeah, and I think that's something that I am very conscious of. I mean, if I see a cute girl, I don't know whether I should do anything because I think I have to be sure before I chase, which is another point. It's not me making excuses, Tammy. It's really that I don't want to chase someone irresponsibly.
So what we've learned from this episode is that Khai is single and he's pretty gentlemanly. So anyone who wants his contact,
his number. Yeah, his number. You can message Tammy or me on Facebook.
yes, or anywhere. Like
Kylie likes cute girls, so if you're cute, try it.
Oh, hey, you know what? Okay, my one preference, I do like girls who are driven. Could be anything. It could be work, your own side hobby. I mean, when I see someone so passionate about something, I go, wow, that's admirable. I like that. I think more than physical attributes.
because physical attraction, I don't know about you, Pauline, but like for me, yeah, physical attraction obviously plays a role.
Yeah,
But
yeah.
you have also met guys who are damn handsome, and then you speak to them, then you'll be like,
Yeah,
everything
I
about
agree.
him is right.
Yeah.
So that's why I told my former boss, who last time always tried to be my wingman, but
Yeah.
always the wrong guy. But I told him like sometimes it's not the looks. What I experienced was personally that there were some guys that I liked last time. They are 100% not the traits that I thought I liked.
Right.
So for me, it's chemistry. I mean, I can say, oh, I like guys who are funny, smart, and motivated. But then if I meet this guy and he's everything completely opposite, and that's why
Yeah.
people say love is blind, then I realized, oh, really, no matter how smart you are as a person, love is blind. I don't know about you guys, but as girls, you cannot control
Yeah,
who you
cannot.
like sometimes. Yeah.
Sometimes I
Can
don't
you-
know that back then this person I really like is really handsome and then the second one it's not. I don't know what's the reason why I like. But I agree with you that it's chemistry because the second guy I like is not handsome, but I can say we got you.
Yeah.
I actually did have an ex-partner who used to tell me, Khai, you have none of the attribute that's on my checklist. And I'm, well, okay, well, thanks for telling me, I guess.
Does all your ex have the attributes that you like?
I've dated women of all shapes, sizes, and colors. So I'm really the sort of person that I need to spend time with a person. And now that you're talking about chemistry, it struck me that it is perhaps the most important thing for me because after spending time with them and bonding with them, chemistry going on, and then I go like, you know what? I kind of like this girl. I go for it. Yeah, if you just throw like a pretty girl in front of me, I might probably run away again. I would say that 70% of the time, I have been dumped. That's okay because all that tells me is that I'm somebody that will hang on and try to work all possible options before closing the chapter. After they end it, I can rightfully walk away. So yeah, I think I don't see it as a negative and I don't see it as a sad thing.
I guess last time I was like black and white kind of person. I would think it should be forever. But I feel like sometimes when you are in this situation, only you know how it is. And if you have to get out of it, if it's really toxic and if it's not good for you, not making you happy, it is always okay to cut it off.
Yeah.
So now I'm less judgmental because
Yeah.
I'm also, for lack of a better word, old, but maybe mature, I guess.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it's completely true, right? Like for both the person who exits the relationship as well as the person who is left behind, I would say that there's no shame in either, because look,
Yes.
a relationship is a two-way thing. It's a personal choice to continue
Yeah.
to try and work things out, right? And if you feel like, you know what, maybe this isn't working out for me, it actually a lot more healthy to say like, hey, I'm opting out rather than continue.
Just
and
stay,
then,
right?
yeah. And at the same time, for those who are left behind, their partners, former partner, to move on. I mean, hey, you've tried your best. The other party, it is on the other person who is leaving. And it is their right and their choice. But hey, you've given it your best shot. You were willing to do everything in your power to make that relationship work.
As long as you have done everything, not like just
Yeah,
give
yeah,
up.
yeah. I agree with them.
Yeah, and you know what? You should leave the relationship with zero regret, because you know you've tried your best.
You know that you did everything.
And that's all we can ask for in life, right? Not just in relationships, at work, and even everything you do in life.
It's true.
It's a favor for me if you're going to be honest.
Yeah,
Yeah.
absolutely.
Because I cannot accept fake love. It will not yield happiness. Though.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And you know, I'm not speaking about any one particular person, but like I think in the past when I've seen unhappy couples say, you know, there's unfaithfulness, cheating that goes on behind each other's backs, and you know, I think that's a lot worse. And I cannot begin to stress how heartbreaking and how much would destroy a person's sense of self-worth to find out. I think the kind thing to do would really to let them go.
It is very difficult. But then divorced parents also, I always wonder what
I was about to ask either of you, like whether you've actually seen or already had people in your life that were affected by, I guess, what you would call broken or disjointed families.
I have a lot.
What?
All my friends' parents are not together. Their relationships are messed up. They cannot do long term. They change boyfriends. Like I've seen this pattern. Like their relationship is a mess. They also cheat and they're not sure what they want. I mean, they're good people, but their relationship life is just all over the place. Yeah.
But for my side, I got one very close friend of mine. Her parents were separated. I don't think she's affected because I still think that it still depends on the person, because you don't want to be like her parents. So now she's very successful. She have a very long time relationship and now it's their 11th anniversary. Yeah.
Good.
So that's why she's so blessed, because she knows how to handle and she knows what she wants in life.
Good.
Awesome.
So cannot generalize.
Yeah.
Not
But I also have the one like what you've given example. So it really depends on the person.
I think I have 3 friends like that.
Maybe most of them are like that. But
Again, we need Khai to do a research on statistics.
Yes,
I
Khai,
will
yes.
do that.
But just to summarize everything, love is very complicated.
It is.
Oh,
I think there's
don't
no
even.
cookie cutter solution.
Because it
to
always
everything.
depends, right?
Completely agree.
So there's this song and it just come to my mind because you guys are saying like love is complicated and love is hard. So there's this song by James Morrison called Love is Hard. I don't know if you have heard it before. I thought it was very nice because it say love is hard. If it isn't, it wouldn't mean nothing. No. I feel like, wow, a lot of wisdom in this song.
Okay.
You all should listen to it. It's a very nice song.
I will.
Seriously.
I'll mark it down.
And it sums up the entire conversation we had.
Yeah, thank you so much. I also really appreciate everyone just who's listening in on us ramble.
How
It
are
has
you
been
guys
very fun.
celebrating your
Valentine.
I am gonna tell you something very funny. I hate Valentine's Day because it's so commercial. So every year I weasel out of it because it's also my father's birthday. So
Oh, lucky.
So you don't need a date every year because you need to have a dinner date with your dad.
exactly. And what's more important than family, right? I'm sorry, girls, but on daddy
But
comes first.
maybe if you have a girlfriend right now, maybe you can join. But if
True.
not, then no choice, right?
Yeah.
Does your girlfriend join your father's birthday dinner?
No, I always say like, hey, let's celebrate it another day. For one, because I'm Singaporean and very pragmatic. I don't want to go out on a day when everything is like all the prices are hiked up. And I think that no stupid day should tell me when and how I should love my partner. I prefer to do it on random days and go surprises, you know, when they don't expect it. I think that's a bit more romantic.
It's fine. I mean, for me, I really don't mind. Actually, I've never really celebrated Valentine's.
Oh,
Yeah, I just
Like,
realized.
Never?
No, never in my
Really,
entire
Tammy?
life. Yes,
Oh, yeah.
yes. That's how
Maybe-
insignificant the day is.
When I
In
was
my
young,
life.
I mean, not okay. I'm still young. I'm sorry if I always say when I was young. Back then, when I was in high school, Valentine's Day, like Hearts Day, is very important. A lot of guys who going to give you flowers, chocolates, gifts. Yeah, right.
I'm
But
from
now,
an all-girls school, so
yeah, okay. But for me, we don't really celebrate Valentine's Day. For me and Paolo, for those 5, we just together, like just a normal day because every day is Hearts Day.
Yeah.
wow. It's
yeah,
true.
true.
Don't have to waste money. Just like
Yeah, because
asking
everything is very expensive on Valentine's Day.
So you guys know that the Koreans have this thing where it's like opposite Valentine's Day where the guys get chocolate.
Oh yes, I
Yeah.
do.
So
when is it?
I don't remember, but I dated a Korean girl once, and I mean I got chocolate, and it was a surprise for me because I didn't know such a day existed.
So nice.
Yeah, and it really I think brought to my attention how because men are always seen as like the givers, and now this is where I go like, hey, it's a bit of a gender conversation here, but like men are always seen as the givers and the pursuers, right? But once in a while, kind of appreciate like being fussed over and pampered. I mean, they might try to deny it, but like if girls, you want to get your man prize flowers, not on Valentine's Day, random day, I think they would appreciate it really, to be, because I would, and thought it was really.
I'm a giver. I always give stuff on nothing. It has been a very episode, I guess.
Yeah,
Yeah.
interesting one.
Very interesting.
Thank you for having me today. I hope 3 is not a crowd.
No man, we can do 10.
We can
Yeah,
do 10.
it's okay. Yeah.
We'll all
Make
take
it, eh?
turns like with a little raised hand when we want to talk.
Yeah, I think week maximum 4 it will be a good number, but we hope to have Khai back on again with us.
I
Yeah,
will come
for
back.
sure. For sure.
Yeah, Khai does research, so he does
yeah.
the work for it.
Okay,
Yeah.
thanks.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not as charismatic as both of you, so I have to come with the facts.
Oh please, you are very charismatic. Don't lie.
Yeah,
to-
we
don't lie
are
to
not.
us. Otherwise, you won't
Mm,
on the
okay.
show.
Yeah, we will not.
find-
We will not invite you if you're not.
Yeah, it's true.
That's true.
Tammy and Pauline only takes the best guests. That's right, guys.
Oh yes, 100%.
Take care, guys.
Thank you, everyone. Happy
Bye.
Valentine's Day.
Happy Valentine's Day. Bye bye.
Happy Valentine's Day. Bye.